Today in this video we are going to find the critical numbers. We will also apply the first derivative test to determine the relative extrema and increasing and decreasing intervals. So, let us have a look on a question f of x equal to 4x square minus 6x. In order to find the critical numbers, the first thing you have to do is to take the derivative. So, the derivative of this function by applying the basic rule of differentiation is 8x minus derivative of 6x is 6. Now, to find the relative extrema, we all know that the derivative is equal to 0. So, write it down 8x minus 6 equal to 0. Now, find the value of x. So, bring the 6 here. So, it will become positive 6. Divide both sides by 8. So, you will get x equal to 3 over 4. Now, this value of x is actually the critical point or the critical number. Now, in order to find whether at this critical point you will have a relative minimum or relative maximum, you have to apply the first derivative test. So, in order to apply the first derivative test, the first thing you have to do is to make a number line from negative infinity to infinity and mark this value of x in the middle of the number line. Now, choose any number between the interval negative infinity and 3 over 4 and put it in the first derivative. So, let us suppose I assume negative 1 and I will just replace this x by negative 1. So, I will get 8 of negative 1 negative 6. So, I will get negative 14. Now, I have no concern with the value of this one, I only concerned with a negative sign. So, I will put this negative sign between this interval. Now, choose any number between the interval 3 over 4 and infinity and again put it in the first derivative. So, let us suppose I assume 1. Put this 1 in the first derivative 8 of 1 minus 6. So, I will get 2. As I said, I am not concerned with the number, I am concerned with the sign. So, put this positive sign and write it on the number line. So, negative means that the negative slope, it means that the value is, the graph is decreasing, and positive means that the graph is increasing. Now, as it is very obvious with the shape that this shape here is called relative minimum. So, at this number we will have a relative minimum. Now, write down the increasing or the decreasing intervals. In order to find the increasing and decreasing intervals, again analyze the number line. So, you can see that this negative sign shows the decreasing interval, whereas the positive sign shows the increasing interval. So, the decreasing intervals are from negative infinity till 3 over 4 and increasing intervals are 3 over 4 and infinity. So, in this way we understood that how to find the critical points, how to apply the first derivative test, how we apply or assume the numbers between the intervals, put it in the first derivative to find the negative or the positive sign. Negative sign shows the decreasing interval and positive sign shows the increasing intervals.